Hello guys, I'm Seema, and today we are gonna discuss about version control with Git. The title was Introduction with to open source, but the first thing you need to understand that you need to learn Git, a version control system. I'm Seema Saran. You can find me on Twitter, and I have a YouTube channel too. So you can check it out. And I am a mentor at Hacking Codes right now, and I was a project contributor at Student Coding. I was a speaker, project mentor, and I've done 3 Red Hat certifications. That was all about me. So why we need Git? So the history is you have to know the exactly which file is changed, who made those changes, and when those changes occurred. So this will enable you the so that's where Git is used. Git will also help you in the backup and collaboration with the other people. So if you are working in a team, Git is very much used in the industry right now. And if you are into this field, you must know about Git. And for open source contribution, this is a mandatory step. So GitHub Education. So there are various programs in GitHub that is Student Developer Pack, GitHub Campus Advisors, and GitHub Campus Expert. So you can apply for those. If you're a student, you will get a Student Developer Pack. It has many softwares that will be free for when until you are a student. And if you are a teacher, then you must go through a training that is for GitHub Campus Advisors, and uh, you can be a GitHub Campus expert in your college. So we have GitHub for education, GitHub for science, and GitHub for government, and many more. So the next thing is if you are writing some blogs and you need a personal website for yourself, or if you need a portfolio, a static website, then GitHub Pages is a good idea. So the next is you will find a lot of projects on GitHub itself. The biggest project is for Linux kernel. You can find that repo, and it is very famous. And the second is Git already. And there are many more like React, Python. So you can contribute to those projects too. The next thing is you will find many communities on GitHub, like MLH. You have already heard about MLH and Free Code Camp, NASA, PyLadies, and many more. Like Anita Borg is a organization that is pretty good. So the events on GitHub are 24 pull requests. It's a website too. You can contribute to that. And Hacktoberfest is already coming in the next month. Make sure to check it out and make some pull requests so you will get some swags too. And GitHub field day. So it's time to start the workshop. So the workshop is divided into 3 major steps. First is my first Git. In this, I will discuss about some repositories, staging and committing. Second is Git good. I will talk about branching, jumping around, and merging. Third is Git world. Okay. So before we begin, you need to know that the terminal commands are typed with this font and color. Okay. So if you are worrying that there are a lot of commands, so you can download this cheat sheet. I will provide you the link later. Okay, so the first question is that what is a repository? So a repository is like any other folder in your, if you're working on Windows, you already heard of folders, or if you're working in Linux, you already heard of directories. So it's like a folder or a directory, but it has a special file named .git that will store the history of all your projects. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is install Git. You can download Git Bash if you are on Windows, and if you are on Linux, based on the Linux system, just directly install. And the second is if you need to create a repository. So git init command will enable you to create a .git file that will store the history of your project. So what are commits? Commits are the snapshots of a state, okay? And if you want to commit, like git add command will enable you to stage your commits, like if you're working on a project. So without git add period command, your project will not be saved on git. Okay, so to enable this, you need to run the command git add period. If you're using period, then the whole project will be staged. If you are using a file name or folder name, then those will be saved on git. And the second thing is git commit command that will save the files or folders or the whole project on git. Okay, so -m command is used for like you are working in suppose 5 people are on your team, and you made some changes, but you didn't mention the change you did. So -n command enables you to define the change. Like if I updated HTML file, so I will write some like git commit -m and change HTML files. So these comments are really important if you're working on a team. Next is commits are like a linked list structure. So I guess you already know what a linked list is. It's a data structure, okay? So the thing is, if you are suppose the first is you add some oranges to your project, okay? So this is the comment we used, and this is a id for your commit change, okay? So every commit will have a unique id or hash code, you can say. So secondly, you will update some apples to your project. So this will be the commit message and the commit ID. And the third is this, okay? So if you want to see your commit history, you can use git log command. So the staging changes are initially the project will be in unstaged. Okay, so if you run git add command with any of the options like period, file or folder name, then it will be changed into staged. Okay, so now git will track your changes. If you commit some changes, then it will be committed. And if you want to undo all these changes, you can use git reset commands. The hash is this. The hash ID will be this. Okay. So the recap is git init will create a folder .init.git command. Oh, sorry, .git folder. And the second is git add, git commit, git reset, and git log. And git status will see the current status of your repository, that what you did, if these files are tracked or not. So until here, if you have any doubt, you can drop a message. Or should I continue? Okay, I'll continue then.
One person has a doubt.
Yes. Yes, you can ask your doubt.
Yes, you can unmute yourself.
So I want to know what is Git status.
Okay, so the git status command will enable you to see the whole history of your project. If these files are tracked or not, what commit message you have done. I can show you the steps too, like commands and all, the practical, if you want. So at the end of this session, I will maybe do some practicals if you all guys want that. So should I continue for now?
I think no one has doubt. You can continue.
Okay. So the next is Git code. We have discussed about commits and working with branch. Okay. So by default, there is a branch in GitHub called master, the main or by default branch. So after that, if you are making some other branches too, it will create some tree-like structure. So that's why it's called branches. Okay, so the commands are git branch to see all the available branches. By default, it will be master. And so let's suppose I have created another branch called Seema. Then there will be two branches called master branch and Seema branch. Okay, so we can create a branch using this command git branch space any name. Okay, let's suppose I've created this git branch and hack Gujarat. Okay, so hack Gujarat branch will be created. Next is this. By default, there will be master branch. Okay, so working with head. Okay, so this command git check out branch name. If I did something like that, it will redirect head to the desired branch. Head is the portion where are where we by default commit. Okay, so if I name it like git checkout hack Gujarat, so that branch will be headed. Okay, and next is like this. If you have master branch, if you have some other branch and head is by default there, but if you want to switch the head to this branch, you will use this command called git checkout and branch name. So if you are working in several branches, you need to finally merge the whole changes into a single branch. So suppose you are a team of 5 and one is a project admin that will be working on main branch and there are 4 contributors into those projects. Okay? And then you will make branches separately. Total will be 5 branches, and you will make some changes, and finally all the changes will be merged into a single branch, that is master branch. And if there will be any conflict, so you have to resolve them too. So git merge and branch name. So it will be the final commit. Okay. After that, if you make some more changes to other branches, then you have to repeat this process. So recap is we have discussed about git branch that will list all the branches, and git branch name to create a branch, and git checkout to change the branch. If I'm working on master branch right now, and if I want to change the branch to hack Gujarat, so I will use this command called git checkout and hack Gujarat. Next is if you want to merge. Okay. Next is publishing. Okay, so if you want to contribute to some open source projects, so first thing you need to do is go to github.com and fork that repository. So I will show you a demo for this. So here, wait a second. So here you can see there is Rotten Scripts project. Okay. And if I want to work on this repository and contribute to its code, so first thing I need to do is fork this repository. Okay, you can see here this is fork, and I've already forked it, so it will show me like this. And it will, after you fork, it will be like this, your username and the project name. Okay, so then if you want to contribute to it, so you can clone the repository to your local system. I use VS Code, so I will just use this command, git clone the URL of the repository, that is copy this URL. Okay, so this path will be copied, and I will use here, that will be git clone and URL. Okay, so after that, if I make some changes and the changes were made into the main project, and there will be an error shown, that is conflict errors, something like that. So you must update the project in your local system by using this command git pull. And if you have done all your commits or changes you wanted to do, okay, and you made some contributions, so the final thing is you need to push that code to the main repository, that will be git push. Okay, so any doubts, or you want practicals, I can show you. These are all of the basics for Git and GitHub. So if you want any practical, I can definitely show you.
Hello, Sima. Hello.
Yes.
People are asking for giving demo for the branch command. Can you do if possible?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Just a minute. I'm starting my VS Code.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Sima. Till the
Okay.
VS Code start. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. We are having one another question like, what does git pull do? Can you explain something regarding Sam?
Yes. So I show you the demo.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so as I said, I was a contributor to student coding. So I will show you the project itself. I won't push anything because it may conflict the main code. So I'll just show you the working, okay? I think my screen is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, I think now it's visible.
Yes, it is visible. You can continue.
Mm. So when I was contributing to this project, I made a Twitter bot that will like and retweet your tweets or with a particular, I mean, particular, what do we say? Particular keyword, okay? So I made a bot, and the first thing is here you can see there in blue color it is mentioned my script schema. So it's a branch name, okay? We can see get branch to list all the branches, and it will mention me master and my script schema. So there are two branches in this repository. So if you see this asterisk here, that means I'm on this branch. I'm working on this branch, not the main branch. So it's really not a good practice to work on master branch. You must make a different branch to work on that. And then if you made some changes, then you should make a pull request. Okay. Next is if I want to create another branch, like, okay, has Gujarat. So it will create another branch, and you can see there are three branches now: Hack Gujarat, Master, and MyScript Seema. Okay. Next is if I made some changes. Um, I can't show you that because it will conflict my main code. But if you made some changes, like if I change this Python 3 to something like Linux, so it will like retweet the posts which have Linux keyword used. Okay, so if I made some changes, then I have to tell Git that I made some changes. So I will do like this. Either I can use period or I can use just the file that will be Twitter bot and bot.py. I can mention this path, or I can directly use this whole directory that I'm making a change in this directory, and um, I want Git to track this change. Okay. So after telling Git that you must track this file now, you have to commit the changes, like the keyword changed from Python to Linux. So these type of comments must be used so that when the project maintainer see your pull request, he must know that what did you change. Okay. So after that, you must push the code. So push and origin is the by default remote URL of your main repository that I forked before, that is SEMA 1711 slash rotten scripts 1. Okay, so origin is by default name, you can change it. Okay, and then the branch name. So I want all the changes from this branch to be main repository that was for Harsh Casper slash Rotan scripts. So yeah, this will be used, and after that, yeah, I'll just terminate this command. Okay, you were asking about git pull. Okay, so suppose you are working and the other contributors made some changes, but you don't have them right now in your local system. So it will show an error firstly if you are working on the main branch and you have to git pull. So using git pull, the remote changes will be saved to your local system. Okay. And yeah, other questions? But also you can commit from the Git extension. Yes, you can. But I prefer the command line. It's more comfortable for me because I like that. You can also just use GitHub website for all the pull requests and all those steps. It's pretty easy. If you are not comfortable with CLI, you can use GUI too. It's not a problem. Anything you want?
I think
So I'll just
it's clear. Yeah.
share the cheat sheet that I have.
Yeah, yeah. It will help to participants during the hackathon, I guess.
Yeah. So you can use this cheat sheet. It's just for the commands and what they do. So a tip from my side is don't just mug up all these commands, but you must know how and when to use those commands. There are many things in Git, but I don't think we can cover all that. And also, if you want to do some open source contributions, I'm uploading some content on my YouTube channel. You can check here too. I'll just drop the link. In the upcoming videos, I will show you the like it will be a complete series for open source if you want to get started it with. Also, Hacktoberfest is coming, so you must start contributing. If you are really new to open source, then it's a great start. Anything else?
Yeah, guys, if you have any question, just put in your chat section or unmute your mic and ask the question. One person, yeah,
Um,
one person is asking the what is a
okay,
git
suppose,
pull
yeah, suppose what there is a Python project repository on GitHub. You can check it, and there are a lot of contributors out, on that project only. And if one of the contributor made some changes to the remote repository, that is the main project of Python, and I'm right now working on my local computer. So if I push my code that I committed, it will show an error that your local computer does not have the same repository as the remote repository. Okay, so the conflict will occur, and you must then use git pull command to like it's like downloading the remote work to your local system. Um, yeah, it was the best example, I guess.
I think no other person have doubts any other. So can we conclude this session, Shiva?
Yeah, sure.
If you want to share any tips or for hackathons, you can say.
Yeah, actually, I started my whole journey for open source through a hackathon itself. That was hack on. And after that, I started contributing to open source and writing some tech blogs. And now I have a YouTube channel. So I encourage you all to write some technical blogs. It will really help you because you learn some technology, but if you don't share your uh, learnings to others, you uh, it will be wasted really. Your technology skills all will be wasted if you don't share it to others. Okay, so just I believe sharing a lot. So if any one of you want to connect with me, you can. Um I I have my social. Can you? I think you can search me on LinkedIn, Sma Saharan. I'll just drop the link too. So if you want any, sorry, I misspelled. But anyway, if you have any doubt regarding this session, do let me know and do share the feedback too. That's it. Write more blogs, share your knowledge, and that's it. Thank you, Mandy. Yeah, I think
Yes.
you all have no doubts.
Yeah. Thank you, Sima, for joining us today and you're sharing your knowledge of open source. Hope it will help to all the participants to winning the hackathons and their open source journey. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for
So
having me here.
yeah. So guys, we are now concluding our session, and tomorrow also join us at same time, and we are having new other speaker. Thank you.